Hello everyone, I'm D-Mind, the mind of one and all, and welcome back to another episode of Loren the Amazon Princess. So in the last episode, we managed to save Loren's mother, the queen. And then we took her back, I think we already took her back, to the Amazon, and yeah, there's apparently gonna be a war with the elves and the humans according to the bad guys, and we'll see. It was a cloudless night in the Empire. The night watchmen of a small town guarded their posts as usual. Only merchants and lowly travelers entered the village in such a dark hour. So it was beyond suspicious when a group of elven scouts marched right up to the town. Hold, who goes there? The elven scouts marched through the gates and straight into the main square. The city guards rushed to block the roads. The elves suddenly stopped. What is your business here? Go back, we don't need... The guard's commanding tone faded as the elves took out their bows in unison and loaded them. Whoa, what's up? What's the deal with the elves? We're under attack! Whoa. The arrows flew in all directions and the bloody screams woke the whole town. Why, elves? The elves mercilessly attacked the guards, showing almost no emotion as one person after another was slain. The guards barely had a chance to defend themselves or their loved ones. An arrow pierced an invading elf's skull, sending him to the ground. There the elf's visage melted away and showed the corpse of a goblin instead. Oh, okay, that makes sense. The skull was crushed under the foot of defending guard. Alright. Just outside of the forest, Grob wheezed painfully and grasped his staff closely for support. This should be the last of it. Oh, I see. So it's Grob's illusion. Should have noticed that. With a wave of his staff, the few goblins who remained in front of him turned into human guards. They looked at their new forms for a moment and then scuttled into a battalion of human soldiers that was forming next to them. Go now, hurry! The illusory soldiers then marched forward and right into the forest. I forgot how to do Grob's voice. Grob looked up at the moon and then coughed. Finally, he teleported himself back to the Everburn Mountains to give his report. His master was waiting for good news. Okay, so we know his master is in Everburn Mountains. Of course our character doesn't know that. Chapter 2. So that was just Chapter 1. That whole part was just Chapter 1. Quest complete. Find Queen Karen. And everyone levels up. Oh my god. Might skip this. Yeah. Alright. So we were able to level up everyone. So let's move on. Loren and Sharon led the party out of the swamps and towards the nearest town. Oh, so we haven't made it back to town. They needed clean beds and hot baths and couldn't be more eager to have either. Oh. Before they had trekked far, a bright light flashed in front of them and a person appeared. Where are you guys going? How did I do her voice? The shapeshifter, why have you followed us? Sorry, we did not inform you, but I have my mother and no need of your services. Oh yeah. I already know that. You knew we had found Queen Karen? Yes. Okay, so I knew there was a woman and a man taken hostage by the lizardmen. I just assumed that was who you were looking for. I'm glad at least one of them is alive. Karen stepped forward, but Sharon held her back. Was I supposed to go rescue you? I didn't know you, and I wouldn't have been able to do anything all by myself. You don't survive in the swamps by sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Oh yeah, now I remember her voice, kind of. Why didn't you just say that you knew my mother was there? You sent us on a hunt for ingredients. This conversation is about as lame as telling you outright. I was, trying to help. Ick. Just saying the words makes me shudder. I hope you're happy. Your methods are unorthodox, but you did lead my daughter to me. Thank you. Karen turned away to look to the sky with an empty expression. Sharon couldn't stand to see his queen so desolate, and thanking a person who only barely helped them. You're deceptive. We trusted you, and now you're telling us you lied? Are we down to name calling? Really? I don't just teleport for anyone, so shut up about whatever happened and listen to what I have to say. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she did kinda trick you, but hey, all's well ends well, right? She did lead you to Lady Karen, and yeah. Chamba crossed your arms, but Loren gave her a warning look. You're about to walk past an elven forest and get killed. Does that sound fun at all? You are mistaken, the elves would not attack us, especially not the elder druid. Well, maybe not the druid. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, but all of your friends. Because they're all humans? Well, actually, Draco isn't a human, he's an elf. She only received blank stares in return. None of you know, do you? Out with it. The Empire and the Elves are at war. War? The entire party froze from hearing it. For so long, the two factions had been teetering on the edge of it, but both sides had worked hard to keep from shedding any blood. Sharon first looked to his mistress, Loren paled. But she had been upset since the Kyulu temple, and he worried how much trauma one Amazon could make. Bringing elves onto Empire soil and vice versa will only get you shot down dead. The forest! Muff, are you alright? Wait. So if I remember, he said he was like a brother to Murph, but isn't Murph like the elder druid, like some kind of entity, like secret being-ish? So she's not an elf, but he's an elf? I don't know. I feel nothing. What happened to cause the war? Groups of elves invaded human towns and a regiment of soldiers attacked a forest city. The elves would not wage war like that. If elves did attack a town, then they had a just reason that couldn't be ignored. That town perhaps had plans to invade the forest and... no. It was completely random and worse. The attackers completely disappeared afterwards. That doesn't make sense. No casualties or prisoners? Something is wrong with this war. And I'm warning you before you go home and cry about it. Not everything is as it seems. Do you know anything more? Are you hiding your knowledge again to keep from directly helping us? Chambara sighed heavily. You're welcome. Have fun with your little war. The swamp should be much more peaceful now that you're preoccupied. Hold on, you should help us. Your magic could be very useful. Yeah. I will not tolerate her magic among us. Oh, come on, Murph. The shapeshifter ignored the insult and started to turn away. I don't care which chance won't happen while this is going on, so I don't mind it. Bye. I like her already. She flashed away suddenly, leaving only smoke in her place. They stood silently in the field for a moment. I had no idea. I would have let us walk right into danger. The elves, they must be so afraid right now. Afraid is not the word I would have used. Ray gave Sharon a deadly look, which was instantly returned. Yeah. I've also forgotten how to do Ray's voice. I need to return to the elders. They must be worried about me and the forest. I need to go back. Loren nodded towards the druid, giving her permission to leave. Won't you join me? Or would you rather press on to the Citadel? That is the safest place for us all. You're going to let us all come back with you. Wait, you're going to let us all come back with you? Even me? Loren was quiet for a moment, unable to look Draco in the eye as usual. I will not put any of you in danger, and that means not allying myself with any side in this war. The Amazons will remain neutral as always. I understand. I will find you again at your home then. Please wait for me there. Ray, let's hurry back to the forest. Ray nodded and saluted the group before following after the other druid. Sharon looked over his shoulder several times, watching the two leave. Loren changed course for the Citadel. As tired as she was, she needed to get her mother home and quick. Along the way, they unfortunately met with the war even as they tried to avoid it. Swarms of elven scouts and Empire soldiers massed to the battle, and were so enraged that Loren and the party were mistakenly caught up in the chaos. Sharon fought hard to keep his mistress safe, while still keeping his own heart intact. You need to fight 3 times to get back to the Citadel. You can choose to travel near the Empire or the Elven borders. The only type of enemy you encounter will be decided by this choice. If you fight in sequence, you won't be able to heal in between battles. You may camp to fully recover, but every time you camp, the next encounter's enemies will be more powerful, so be careful. Alright, let's travel to human lands. Alright, so we can put Dora back and put her in front. Yeah, seems fine. Alright, so we got 5 mages at the back. I'd like to kill them.
Stand aside!
Ooh, a lot of damage. Karen can hit at the back. Yeah, she's a fun unit. Loren... No, this is Dora's turn.
Okay, now let's see if they had anything good on them.
Oof. Oof. Let's see, I wanna fireball you. Yep. Oh, this one hits at the back too. But I don't need that. Boom.
I hope this is slightly uncomfortable.
Karen's turn next. She doesn't do that much damage. But she has skills. Alright, whose turn to get Rammus? Oof. Oh, and one of my healers are gone. Yeah.
Why are there imbeciles everywhere I go?
Alright. Now let's travel to Elven lands. Why are we fighting giant snakes? Ah wow. So... I think we hit at the back. Maybe? Yeah.
Stand aside!
Karen... Dora... Of course, paralyzed. Paralysis, alright.
Try me if you dare.
Alright, Draco, you're up next. Ooh, not much. Ooh, number 3 does it to everyone, so let's do that. Let's see. Let's try to kill him.
No good, scum sucker!
Alright.
Try me if you dare.
Oh, she's poisoned. Now he's poisoned. Oh, Loren does a lot of damage now.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
Alright, finish them off.
Learn from this, so you can keep up next time.
And now we travel to human lands. Who needs to heal? Again, let's try to kill the mage at the back.
You forfeited your life.
I showed you!
Alright. Draco. Let's see what you can do. Bam. I think I like that.
Try this on for size.
Okay. Looks like an easy win for us now.
What did you think of those fireworks?
Alright. The Citadel was right in front of them. Loren walked towards the legendary gates of the fortress with pride. The guards at the post jumped in surprise and announced the arrival of the princess, and more amazingly, the queen as well. The large doors creaked open. Inside of the fortress, hundreds of Amazons rushed to form a procession by the entrance, all kneeling to welcome back their royalty. Loren stepped up to the bowing women with her hands on her hips. I have returned. I was told many suns ago that our queen, my mother, had gone missing and that she was dead. I bring her to you now. Karen stepped forward and the entire city seemed to apologize and cheer at once. Hail, Queen Karen! She held out her hand to quiet them. They all looked to her with fear of punishment for leaving her to die. My daughter was very brave in finding me. She has proven great strength and intelligence where I have failed. I was your queen, but I do not feel worthy of this honor any further. Mother! Karen quickly gestured Loren to be silent. A more fit ruler has presented herself, and I will relinquish my throne to my daughter within this season. The Amazons bowed to Loren. Hail, Princess Loren! Mother, I did not bring you back for this. You are their queen. I am a weakling. You have seen what I am. Karen blinked rapidly and looked away. I will prepare you for rule, and then you will be queen. You saved me, and I am grateful. This is what I want. Loren gaped at her mother, unable to believe what had just happened. She was interrupted when Brezza approached urgently. Princess Loren, a very important guest is waiting for an audience with you. When she could finally tear her eyes from Karen, she processed the message. How could Murph have reached the Citadel before me? Never mind, tell her I'll be there shortly. I don't think it's Murph. Loren went with Sharon to meet her guests. Even though they had arrived back home and the mission was complete, Loren had not dismissed his service. Both seemed to ignore it for fear that bringing it up would definitely put an end to the partnership. They walked into the audience chamber and found two people that neither had been expecting. Yep, someone else entirely. Across the room was an old man in wizard's garb, and a strong-looking brute that stood guard by him. Who are you, and why are you wasting in my time? Who is your Polymeshul? A Polymeshul. I believe it's the Gandalf-looking guy. I will make this introduction short. I am a Polymeshul, Archwizard of Grimoire. I come on behalf of the Empire to speak with you. And your bodyguard? He is called Amukiki. He is the city's champion gladiator. Do not mind him. If he stays his hand. I make no promises. The war is outside, humans. Do not drag that mud in with you. Now tell me, why are you here other than to cause trouble? I will not beat around the bush. I am aware that you have recently come into possession of a sword, the Hawk Blade. Am I correct? What of it? Report tells me that it glows for you, thus giving you its secret powers. I've come to ask for an alliance between the Empire and the Amazons, so that the sword may be used for its true purpose. She's gonna decline. Loren crossed her arms and gave the old wizard a venomous look. Sharon was no less unwelcoming. Where should I start? I will not be a puppet for the Empire. The Amazons will not take sides in this petty war. This sword is not of your concern. You could not possibly know its purpose, and you were remarkably mistaken to think you could come here and assume otherwise. I told you she would not listen. Why is that to listen to? Your master was wrong to come here. I have no master. I am a free man. Sharon twitched from how deep those words cut. It had been so easy to forget that not all men were slaves. Quiet. I will handle the negotiations here. Damn, I can read, guys. I realized I made a mistake thinking I could so easily persuade someone as headstrong as the Amazon princess. Of course, why would you be concerned about the Empire or anyone else for that matter? Please, allow me to make a thorough case explaining why. Loren cut her hand through the air in impatience. No, I have already made up my mind. Princess, important guests have arrived for an audience. More? Your friends? Nope, Murph. Into the audience chamber walked Drake, Murph and Ray. They were already in solemn moods, but seeing two unexpected humans sent them wild. Agents of the Empire. Elven witch. Uh-oh. A Polymeshul raised his staff to cast an attack spell, but Ray had shot a perfectly aimed bolt, knocking it from the mage's hands. In the next moment, Ray was tackled by Amukiki while Murph had summoned vines to puncture through the floor tiles and grabbed a polymeshal legs? Stop this madness. Sharon ran to the elf and the gladiator to pull them apart. With a sturdy kick of his foot, he shoved the gladiator away from the elf and out of his chokehold. A quick flash of his sword kept the two separated. I don't have a sword. Oh wait, I do have a sword. You will not battle within the Citadel. Murph and the polymeshal huffed at each other from across the room. Their companions slowly stopped growling at each other and joined the other sides. Within these walls, no war exists. If you battle, I will eradicate you. Understand? My apologies, Princess Loren. I was not expecting the enemy. And I was not expecting filth. Listen to yourselves. You do not know each other but have already committed to hating one another. The druid and her brother are of no threat to you. Must you always be attacked first, ask questions later? There have been countless changes from the Empire against this very druid that stands before me. Killing her would be doing my nation a service. I have personally done your kind no harm. I have only ever protected the forest. You only wish to kill anyone who would have the common sense to stand against you. I will hear no more of this squabble. This war is your own fault. As a matter of fact, it is not. And that is why I came here as soon as I could. You wish to blame the Empire entirely? Murph flashed a pair of ornery eyes towards the mage and his fighter. As much as I would like to, the reality is far more upsetting. The soldiers that attacked the Elven city were not under the Empire's influence. What? What soldiers are you speaking of? The Elves attacked our cities. That is how this war started. The soldiers were not human at all. They were goblins under an illusion spell to appear to be the Empire. Whoever attacked us, or both of us, if your story is true, wanted to bait us into a war. It worked, unfortunately. Then why you attack them? Why should I trust you? Use your magic on this goblin sash I found in the forest. Sense it for yourself. She threw a garment towards a polymeshal, who caught it. He focused in on it and trembled. Demon magic has tricked us both. This garment reeks of illusion magic. That is a skill only taught in the Everburn Mountains. Demons? It's always demons. Foss, he's their leader. I fought him in the past and he's beyond ruthless. He's near impossible to kill. My comrades and I had thought we had done so. It appears we were wrong. The council will not believe me if I tell them that it was all a trick. They believe wholeheartedly as I did, that the Elves meant to wage war. I do not want this war, Archwizard. I will see it end by any means. I find no glory in this war either. If we can find a means to the truth, then we should do it. A brief moment of silence told Loren that the two of them needed to form an alliance, or else they would kill each other off for no reason. Sharon's gaze bounced between both faction leaders, eager for them to come to the same conclusion. I propose we join forces against our true enemy. A polymeshal straightened. The demons, you mean? Yes, we may not see eye to eye, but a more dangerous foe is at large. Then, we shall seek peace with our nations? The old wizard was silent for a long moment and then reached out his hand towards the druid. She stared at it, and then reached out her own. They shook hands with each other, sealing their new alliance. Everyone in the room marveled at how their attitudes had completely changed, putting their personal vendettas aside for the greater good. Well, the human faction didn't join. Like he said, they wouldn't believe it when even if he tells them. So it's just him personally. You have gained a new party member, Polymeshal Archmage. Alright, let's see, Meteor Swarm. Oh, Paralyze, Generate. Meteor Swarm sounds so powerful though. Let's see, Shattered Condition, Frozen. Nah, let's do Flirt. And put one into here. Yep. Auto Shine! Yeah, I guess I'm fine with this. Can the elves really work together with the humans? We must try, Ray. The only other option is to be attacked on two fronts rather than just one. Archwizard Sword. Oh yes, Princess Loren's sword. How do you know of the Hawk Blade? I am well researched in the ancient swords and have been actively searching for them. Of course I would know if someone was casually carrying one. Are you seeking to manipulate her to do your bidding? The Sword does not need to stand just for the Empire, it could stand for our combined forces as well. This Sword is dragging me into commitments I have not made yet. Is that all it will do? I want nothing more to do with it. Loren unsheathed the sword and it glowed, but she immediately slammed it against the floor. Everyone gasped in horror. Amukiki rushed up to it and bent down to pick it up. After a moment of hesitation, he grabbed it and held it for a long moment. Despair broke across his face, while a polymeshore cringed and looked away. The gladiator stood up with a plain sword in his hands and nothing more. You're throwing it away? Wait, you're throwing it away? But it has chosen you. A piece of metal is not going to run my life. If you want it so badly, you can have it. I have plenty of superior weapons here at the Citadel. You will not find a blade stronger than this one. Don't be a fool and throw it away. The world needs you and you are running away. If our armies have to fight as one, we need not only a fearless leader, but one who would not appear to be biased towards either side. With this sword, everyone would agree that the gods themselves chose you to lead us against the demons. Your Highness, they need you. That is not my problem. Then we will ask the Queen to lead. Queen Corin is a good substitute. Though she cannot wield the sword. Loren was tense, thinking of her mother taking her place. Could she send her mother to war after just returning home? This is absurd. You cannot have the Queen. That seems more like her decision than yours. Loren knew her mother would take up this role, if only as a means to kill herself. She could not lose her mother to this. Your Majesty. Sharon had difficulty bringing Loren's heart stare towards him. Let's be friendly? What happens outside of the Citadel will affect you too. If this war continues, you're letting the world you live in be destroyed and ruled by chaos. Whether you see a human or an elf, your life is as it is now would not exist if it weren't for them. The clothes you wear are made from the silks woven by the elves, and the bread you eat was made by the wheat grown in the Empire's fields. We all need one another, or else everything we know and cherish will crumble apart. Loren stared straight in front of her, contemplating his words. Sharon prayed that he had gotten through to his mistress. Finally, the princess' eyes blinked, backed into reality and looked at the faces around the room. The demons are asking for a fight, and I shall give it to them. Everyone was more than relieved. The air in the room was significantly lighter. Amukiki, the sword. The warrior looked down at the hot blade and then slowly walked up to Loren. She gazed at it wearily. Amukiki knelt down suddenly in front of her, holding up the hilt for her to take. Most of my life has been spent training myself to wield this weapon, but it does not recognize me as worthy. So I return this blade and swear my life to its owner. I will follow Loren, Princess of the Amazons, and will give my life if necessary to protect her. Sharon locked up at hearing the gladiator's pledge, because it was so similar to the one that he had given not too long ago. But this man did not need to protect his mistress. Sharon knew that he was the only protector that Loren never needed. Oh, come on. Loren stared down at the sword and then finally wrapped her fingers around its handle, lifting it into the air. It glowed. Is this your calling, sword? Uniting these people to slay the demons responsible? I am sure of it, Your Highness. She sheathed it and looked over at her servant. We shall see, I suppose. An historical alliance was formed then. The humans and the elves had joined forces while the Amazons with the Amazons to lead one united army against their enemy who threatened them all. After some negotiations, from Polymeshore and Murph were prepared to take the steps to convince their individual nations to end the war. The Citadel was designated as the base of operations due to it being the only neutral fortress in the land. The guests were all treated to a formal Amazon welcome and peacemaking rituals, included great feasts, folk songs, and tests of strength. After a few hearty days of bonding, the Amazons had concluded that an alliance could be formed between the three cultures, and even the human and elf factions began to put their differences aside. You are very strong for an elf. I believe that was your compliment, alright? You're not bad yourself. For a human. I am the greatest warrior in Grimoire. I'm not bad at all. Even the greatest warrior can fall from a single arrow. The two stared at each other and then laughed. You're right, I should have the arrows on my side, even if I don't need them. You think brute strength is everything, huh? Prepare to be proved otherwise. Is that a challenge, assassin? They paused. Both of them both sure that they were the superior fighter. Accepted. May the best elf win. Amukuki chuckled and they slammed their fists together in a gesture of good sport. You have gained a new party member, Amukuki Warrior Gladiator. Ah, another auto shine. You don't need that much. Actually, yeah, that's fine. 3 points? Wow. Speed. 50% acquiring fear to the home. Okay. Hits dealing 50. Okay. Yep. I'll do this. Finish. Nearby, Draco grinned excitedly and turned towards Ramesh, standing idly next to him. He held out his fist towards him. May the best elf win! Ramesh just looked at the fire mage. Or dwarf. What? Come on, let's make a cool challenge pack thingy too. Wait. Oh, I thought that was Ramesh. Ramesh grumbled and walked away, leaving Draco hanging. He pouted. Well, shucks for you, because you were just going to win anyway. Now I win. Draco wins. Ha! Yeah. Sharon walked up to his mistress, Loren, while she was holding her final audience with Apollymesho and Murph. So it is agreed we shall both head back to our capitals to divert attention far away from the Citadel, and to convince our nations to put a stop to this bloodshed. Yes, I will help the forest elders see how we were so easily fooled. Princess Loren, you must come visit each of us immediately. If everything goes as planned, we need to introduce you to our respective councils as the new commander of the combined army. Speaking of which, I do not feel the Grimoire Council will be so readily convinced that the elves did not attack. I may need your help in convincing them. I will come visit you both as time allows. Your Highness, all preparation for departure has been made. Oh? Oh, Sharon, good. Stand in front of me. Yes? Sharon cautiously stepped in front of Loren as she asked. The princess unsheathed the sword and he tensed. My first decree as the High Commander is to promote you to my second in command. Whoa. Your Majesty. Kneel, Sharon. Okay, I became second in command. Without question, he obeyed. The hot blade then tapped both of his shoulders and he looked up at Loren with disbelief. You have proven your worth to me as an advisor, and I will have it known that your commands are to be respected as if they were mine. Thank you, Your Majesty. My life is yours. The gesture was beyond comprehension. Was he no longer a slave? The feeling barely registered. An entire lifetime of being treated as just a lowly servant, and now Sharon was given one of the highest honors he could ever obtain. Loren sheathed the sword, but it took Sharon several moments to stand again. I'm happy for you. Back to our matter, you need a token of the Empire to pass into Grimoire unharmed. The old wizard materialized a medallion from his robes and held it out to Loren. She instead nodded for Sharon to take it instead. This will let you pass in the Empire lands without much trouble. I assume the rogues and bandits who do not recognize our laws will attack you anyway. This is a wise idea. I shall give you the forest blessing so that those still loyal to the elders will not strike you down. The druid closed her eyes and a glowing flower sprouted from her palm. She plucked it and handed it over to Sharon. These will be useful. I will leave to meet with you soon. I must be off right now, but I will leave Amukuki to you. And I have convinced Ray to travel with you as well. Farewell and be safe. The two faction leaders bowed and left the palace to depart from the Citadel altogether. Wow, so much reading. Commander Brezia approached Loren and saluted her with a hand over her heart. Your Majesty, the Amazons are ready to fight for you. Your allies are strong and we will no doubt be victorious. But we should not turn down the chance to strengthen our numbers. There may still be more allies to be found hidden around Erevorn. Could Brescia be the spy? Yeah, now that I think about it, that there's supposed to be a spy. I don't think it's real anymore, but could it be Brescia? Thank you. You are dismissed. More allies? Besides the dwarf, whom could we recruit to our cause? I can think of no one of value. If I may interject, we've encountered several powerful people in our journey that I think would be useful to have on our side. Mashfit, the Dark Elf rogue leader, was strong beyond belief. Even though he has made a blood pact with the demons, he could be persuaded to our side. There is also the shapeshifter. Yeah, I like the shapeshifter. Chamba. She may not see the point, but I believe we would convince her that even her isolated swarm is in danger. Yes, those are excellent ideas. If I have time, I will see to recruiting them. When shall we depart? Tomorrow morning at dawn. Be prepared, Saren. We have a war to end. Yes, ma'am. The celebration of the Queen's return has ended. The pacts have been made, and the party was ready to set off to fix what the demons had so easily broken. Alright. But that is it for this episode. So, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have enjoyed. And follow me on Twitter at DManGaming. And I hope to see you again next time.